Welcome to Real Tales and Trail Story Series. Today's story will blow your mind and take your breath away. Sit tight, take your cup of coffee with you, and let's begin. Journey into the shadows, haunting tales of fear and dread. Let me tell you a story, one that will make you hesitate before ever stepping into the dark. It begins with a man named Liam, a skeptic who didn't believe in ghosts, curses, or the supernatural. He was the kind of person who scoffed at horror movies and rolled his eyes at ghost stories. That was until one fateful night when his disbelief turned into a nightmare. Liam had inherited an old Victorian house in a remote village after his great-aunt passed away. Locals called it Shadowcrest Manor, a name whispered with unease. The house had been abandoned for decades, shrouded in rumors of strange occurrences, unexplained shadows, whispers in the walls, and figures seen in the windows long after the last resident had left. For Liam, it was just another dilapidated house. He planned to renovate it, sell it, and make a profit. The first night he spent there, the house welcomed him with silence, a heavy, oppressive silence that seemed to cling to him like cobwebs. At exactly midnight, Liam woke to the sound of footsteps. Not just any footsteps, slow, deliberate, and coming from the floor above him. He froze, heart pounding, trying to convince himself it was the creak of old wood. But then the footsteps stopped, replaced by a faint whisper. "Leave, now." Liam bolted upright, flashlight in hand, and stormed upstairs. "All right, who's there?" he shouted, his voice echoing through the empty hall. There was no one. But the air was different, colder, heavier, as if the house itself was watching him. The next day, he chalked it up to his imagination. He started working on the house, clearing debris and uncovering dusty furniture. In the basement, he found a small door hidden behind a pile of bricks. Curiosity got the better of him, and he pried it open. Inside was a room that didn't match the rest of the house. It was pristine, untouched by time, with a single chair in the center. On the walls were carvings, symbols he didn't recognize, etched deep into the stone. That night, the house became alive. Doors slammed shut on their own. A shadowy figure lingered in the corners of his vision, vanishing whenever he turned his head. Whispers grew louder, more insistent, repeating the same phrase, "You shouldn't have opened it." Sleep became impossible. Every time Liam closed his eyes, he saw the room, the chair, and the carvings. Desperate for answers, he visited the village's oldest resident, an elderly woman named Martha. When he mentioned Shadowcrest Manor, her face turned pale. "You found the door, didn't you?" she asked, voice trembling. "How did you know?" Liam asked, his skepticism cracking. She leaned in closer, her voice barely above a whisper. "That room isn't part of this world. It was sealed for a reason. Whatever you've let out, it won't stop until it takes you." Liam returned to the house, determined to seal the door. But the house was no longer the same. The walls seemed to shift, the hallway stretched endlessly, and the whispers grew deafening. The shadowy figure became bolder, looming closer, its form twisting and writhing. He reached the basement, but the door was gone. In its place was the chair, now sitting in the center of the basement. As he approached, the shadows around him thickened, swallowing the light from his flashlight. Suddenly, the whispers stopped, replaced by a deep, guttural voice. "You opened the door. Now you belong to us." Liam's screams echoed through the night, but by morning, the house was silent again. The locals say Shadowcrest Manor remains empty, but sometimes, late at night, you can hear footsteps and faint whispers. Some say Liam's spirit is trapped there, a warning to those who dare enter. So, if you ever find yourself in an old, abandoned house, remember this: not every door is meant to be opened. Some shadows are best left undisturbed. Welcome back. Thank you for listening to our amazing stories. We hope you have learned and inspired by all the stories. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel at Real Tales and Trails. Thank you, and see you in our next podcast.